My people, he don't bust to make una see the motorway president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, this young guy will take over power 2 years ago. Make una see the motorway this guy still dey drive till today. Some journalists don't go grant this guy interview, say why you still dey use this kind of motor? The guy make una listen to waiting this guy reply them. Oh, hey, Nigeria leaders make them go learn. Oh, the guy say no be say if he won't buy SUV, the highest car, he no go fit buy her for his cabinet, buy for himself. But make una listen to waiting this guy tell them.
He decided not to change that vehicle up to today. That vehicle is what he drives everywhere he goes. He said, no need to change the vehicle, that Burkina Faso doesn't have enough money. Instead of changing the vehicle, he went ahead and bought tractors. And instead of approving SUV for senators, for governors, for local government chairmen, he used the money and bought tractors and sent people to farm. That is good governance. And one amazing thing about Ibrahim Traore is he is not only sitting in government office. In most of his time, he carries his own gun, AK-47 or pistol, by himself. And go to the war fronts by himself. He visits construction sites. He visits poor people from one village to another with the Rover Defender 1991 model. He did not approve any vehicle for anybody. And look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is now having new airport, new route, new machinery for agriculture. Also, Burkina Faso is now acquiring drones for protection, and so on and so forth. Since he took over Burkina Faso has never had it so good as they are having it now. Because to change economy of a country is very, very easy. Just convert that money you are using unnecessarily, to use it to build factories, or use it to buy tractors. Send everybody to work. Whoever say he don't have work, go to farm. Now in some countries, when president enter into office, he approved SUV for himself, and 4 SUV for his escort, and SUV for every governor. The same SUV, which are Toyota SUV, latest model, to the local government chairman all over the country, and to the lawmakers and the senators. In most countries, this SUV, the number rise up to 1,000 pieces of SUV. Some of this SUV cost $200,000. In Africa, for example, almost 100% of all the African countries do what I'm talking about. They have SUV everywhere. None of them has ever thought that this money we are misusing would have been enough for us to use it to build factories, because each SUV of $200,000 can actually build 3 factories. Imagine 1,000 SUVs times by 3. That is 3,000 factories. If you have used your mind to use it to build factory, you will be having 3,000 factories every 4 years. But the leader doesn't want to do that. What they want to do is to be buying about 1,000 pieces of SUV every 4 years. Because every 4 years, there will be a new election, a new leader will be elected, a new governor will be elected, a new local government chairman will be elected, and it continues like that. Instead of using the little money Africa has, they are actually spending the money in Japan, unnecessarily. After seeing what José Mojica did in Uruguay and what Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso, I began to thank God. Why? Because we needed a template. We needed a template to show people that good governance is possible and the good governance changes the economy of a country. Burkina Faso is supposed to be the poorest country in Africa. But look at what Burkina Faso is doing. Today, Burkina Faso is much better than countries that have petrol in Africa. Much better than a country that have so many mineral resources that Burkina Faso doesn't. Why? Because the little money in Burkina Faso has been converted into industrialization, into factories, into protection for everybody, not for few politicians who will gather and take the money to Asia to pack Toyota SUV and share it within themselves. And every 4 years, they do the same. There is no way a country will run like that and be better and be productive. And any country who continue to pack their money to go to Asia and buy Toyota SUV every 4 years, that country is running into disaster. because the economy will always go down. The country who think about development, who think about production, who think about farm, who think about to make a nice farm, who thinks about good governance will always get better. Thank you very much for watching, and be careful about the type of leader you vote for. If you see a leader who has exotic cars like Ferrari, like limousine, like Maybach, don't vote for them, because those leaders are the ones soaking your country's money. They are the ones making your country not to move forward, because they are spending the money they're supposed to use to build factories on cars. Any country that go to Japan to buy about 1,000 pieces of SUV can never progress. It is not a course, but it is the reality. Because that money they are using to go to Japan to buy SUV would have been enough to build factories, and everybody will be working happily, but they never wanted it. Why? Because they wanted enjoyment. Thank you very much for watching.
I hope una don't listen to all the thing where all these journalists analyze for this video concerning Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore. How this guy, they take manage the country money. Not be say they don't get money to take acquire all this SUV when Nigeria government they buy every 4 years for themselves. Not be say they don't get the money, but the guy, due to say now wisdom person, the guy they use the money where. Una don't see now say all these Nigeria leaders, they don't get interest for any Nigeria citizen. Now only their own, they don't know. Since when Turubu come, now so fuel in job concentrate on. So fuel now Turubu just they increase. When Turubu enter power that day, people they look and say Turubu don't old. This man don't first get money. This man not go use Nigeria money anyhow again. When Turubu come, now Turubu don't go buy private jet. You don't go buy this big flying boat where they call yard. All these things when they buy. I don't know where you want to drive and go. I don't know whether this Turubu want carry all those things go heaven. When they waste Nigeria money, they take buy private jet, buy yacht. Where you they carry all these things they go? Buy SUV where worth 200 million for all senators. Why Nigeria government? Why then they do all these things to our why? Hey, who are they? As soon as say that country, now want stop that country. It will never be well with una family. We not go better for una. Who do you only agbeluwa. Since una say that country, una not go let poor people drink water, put cup down. See now, cement don't enter 8,000 again. Yesterday for year, one bad bag of cement, they say 8,000. It don't everything don't cost. Since when Turubu come, Turubu will say let them breathe. He say let the poor breathe. Turubu don't let people breathe for Nigeria. They use Nigeria money anyhow. They buy private jets. They buy yacht. They buy SUV for all the senators, all the local government. They use money. Aye. For Germany, for here where we did, even their senators. Fear not they let them say they won't go buy all this kind of motor where our senators they drive. Now small car. People where they work for government for here for Germany, small car now they drive. I don't know whether all these Nigerian leaders they won't carry this life go heaven. I don't know. Who are deliver war? Who work among who are BLA? Who are deliver? All of now we get bad intention to destroy Nigeria. You know go better for now. Una don't see now come on Burkina Faso. Under 2 years, where this Ibrahim Traore will just take over. Say don't transform Burkina Faso too. We see una greediness, Nigeria leader. See una greediness. I wait man wa. For una.
Fools. Yes.